Welcome to this supplemental video for those who may need it, who may want it. With me, MrSealyp. Right, so I'm at the fuel station, petrol station on Sussex Farms, and this is a question that gets asked of me almost daily, to be fair, since the map came out, is where do you get fuel from on Sussex Farms, and why can't I buy fuel at the petrol station? Now the point about this was Jim had originally decided in changing it from FS17 to FS19 he wanted it to be more though one of those jobs that you needed to do. So rather than come to the petrol station, this is a sell point for fuel, which is just over here, but for actually buying fuel the point was you would go and collect it yourself. Now I've explained this before on a few different Let's Plays and on map tours, etc. But I'll go over it one more time. If we go into the map just up here, if you go right up to the north here, you've got a fuel point just up here, opposite the free lime quarry. So if you go up through the tunnel, up to the north of the map, to here, you can buy fuel. Now when you buy fuel, there are only certain tankers that will work. I'll show you that in a second. And what you do is you take that fuel to here at the workshop, or to here at Plumpton Farm at the little scrapyard garage just there, and you fill up the tanks there. Those two tanks are then where you can go to fill up your vehicles, which is absolutely fine. Now when people ask me, I tell them that. I also say there are loads and loads of placeables available of petrol pumps and fuel tanks and various different things you can place wherever you want as an option. Now I still have a lot of people then saying they want to use the petrol station, and if you want to use the petrol station, you want to add a bit of realism to this, this is what you can do to solve that problem. Now Baerenpapa put me onto this, and it's another one of those ones I've talked about before where mods come out and things, you can kind of overlook things. You read what it says in the mod hub, in the change log, whatever, and you think, oh okay, fair enough, something gets updated and you might miss it. And I'll be totally honest with you, this was one I missed, but it's an absolute cracker and I really do like this. Now if you're not bothered about where you get your fuel from, and if you're happy to place a fuel pump, fuel tank, petrol pump wherever you want the map, that's entirely up to you. But if you do want to use the petrol station, this may help. Now you need to download a mod. I'm going to show you that mod and where to get it from now. So how to find the mod in question in the main menu for Farming Simulator 19. If we go down to mods and we go, let me go to the main mod hub. Show all mods is on, so it should be on here. If we go right the way across to farm buildings at the very end, onto farm buildings, and then scroll right the way across. Now this is I say fairly early mod, but it's a fair way in. This is by P-A-R-E or Pair. Let's keep going till I get to it. I might actually have it installed already. Well, at least I should have, because I checked it out earlier on. There we go. So the Open Shed by P-A-R-E, Pair. That one just there, arrow pointing to it now. And on there it says small machine shed with outdoors, optionally with equipped workshop and gas station. That's the mod you want. So if you grab that and install it, then I'll come back out again. Back out again, and back into the game. I have come straight back out from there into another menu because I almost forgot about the tankers. If you are going to buy fuel at the north of the map, Jim does provide in this map, and this is available on this map, these two tankers, the MKU-32 and the MKU-8. Those will do all of the things that Jim provides on the map. So if you want to buy fuel at the top of the map and provide it to the tanks where you fill the tanks up, these are the two you can use. But there is one also by Missy B that is available, the MTU-60. That's available as part of a placeable herbicide and fertilizer tank pack. So one thing I've also forgotten as well, which I will show you now, is if I go into this menu, I said about the two fuel tanks, one at the workshop and one at Plumpton Farm at the scrapyard. I always forget the one down here at Abbott's Farm. There's one down there as well. So there are 3 tanks you can supply. So you go and collect it from the north of the map, come down there, fill up any one of those 3 tanks, or all 3 tanks if you want. So I just thought I'd mention that now before we get back onto actually placing the fuel trigger. So now I've shown you that, what we do is firstly Actually, we need to go into here. Now, this bit of land that the shop and the car wash and the petrol station are on, you have to buy. That's the only downside. But you can put in government subsidy mods and things like that just to get enough money to buy that bit of land. It's 498,000. If you place 5 government subsidy signs, scroll through 1 hour, you've got enough money to buy that. So you can buy that entire lot, and then you've got access to the ground that the fuel station is on. That's something you need to do first. So I'm just going to buy that just to kind of highlight it, prove the point, if that's the way you want to go about it. Now we go into the actual placeables. So in placeables, under, I think it's under miscellaneous, and we scroll all the way across until we get to this, and this is the machine shed with workshop. Now that's the open shed, that's the mod that I just showed you in the mod hub. Now this is the diesel trigger. If you go onto the machine shed with workshop like that, you just place the machine shed. This diesel trigger comes like this, and the beauty of it is it won't fit in between the pumps there. And if you put it this side, I mean, you could kind of put it there if you want to on the outside, but it does fit incredibly nicely just here, like that, placed and done. So for 3,500, admittedly you've had to buy the land first, but like I say, if you're not sure about the government subsidy signs, actually, you know what, because I know a lot of people ask me that as well, I'll show you that too while we're here. That's all they look like. A government subsidy sign. Doesn't cost anything to place. On normal, it pays out 100,000 per hour. On easy, I think it's 120,000 or 150,000. And all you do, like that, on a bit of land you own, you need to own the land, you place it, and you can place multiple ones of these. And then when it scrolls over the next hour, each one of those will pay you 100,000. You can place 10, 15, 20, as many as you want. Now, if you want to buy this plot of land, you just place 5. Go through to the next hour. When that's done, you come back out, go to garage, and then you remove them. No harm, no foul. You've got the land. Now we've placed the fuel pump, or the fuel trigger, and then what we do, is drive round, press L3, and there we go. We can buy our diesel from the fuel station. I know for some people it won't bother them in the slightest, but a lot of people have asked and they do want to be able to do it. They like that immersion. I know exactly why Jim was going for it, and he wanted to make it more of a sort of one of those jobs you do as part of the map. But just if you want to do it, if you do want to put one there, that's where you get it from. That's how you do it. That's how you place it. Massive thank you to Baerenpapa for putting me onto that and showing me the mod. It was one I overlooked. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.